There's been a huge reaction around this part of Dublin and indeed in the league to the appointment of Damien Duff. Let's have a look at the two teams. 9 players on this side who joined the club in the off-season. Luke Byrne, J.R. Wilson, they're the 2 survivors from last year. Shane Griffin has come across from Pats. Goalkeeper Lewis Webb is on loan from Swansea. Dan Carr up front there spent 2 years at Shamrock Rovers in 2018 and 19. We're told to watch for Jack Moylan. We've heard him name checked already. He was with Bows. Connor Kane, who moved from Drogheda. The pitch, well, it will be tested. There's been a lot of rain, all sorts of bad weather, not as bad you'd have to say as other parts of the country, but some snow earlier on today. Pats, their new manager, they've had a big season of change as well. You can't forget that in terms of playing staff. This team has 3 survivors from the starting team in the FAI Cup final. Joseph Anang, the new goalkeeper on loan from West Ham. Anto Bresnan left Bows to join Pats, but there's massive excitement at Richmond Park about the signing of Owen Doyle. He has scored goals wherever he has played, and he scored in the President's Cup final loss to Shamrock Rovers last week. The referee is Rob Hennessy. He's assisted tonight by Michelle O'Neill and Dermot Broughton, and the 4th official is David Dunn. So what has Duff come up with? Oh, there's a goal chance already, and it's in from Carr. Dan Carr, a minute into his return to the League of Ireland, has put newly promoted Shelbourne in front against St. Pat's. No, flag up. Oh dear, the flag is up, it will not count.
Yeah, the ball's drifted to the back post. Good, maybe if O'Driscoll leaves it, there's a Shells player, Moylan, coming in behind against the first one, but it's difficult to see whether he's offside on the first one. Is it that one there, O'Driscoll's offside, or maybe that one, Moylan's offside, because O'Driscoll has touched it on and Moylan's in an offside position.
Oh, and there's a bad mistake, and Pat's in trouble here. Shells in, this is Moylan. Tricky feet from Moylan, just wide.
It's another good chance for Moylan. I expect him to hit the target. It's a pull ball, and he get robbed in midfield. And he just gets it out of his feet here, and he shifts it really well and gets a strike away. Should be hitting the target from that distance. That's another half chance for Shelbourne.
Daniel Hawkins, nice skill from him. Well, the turn and the spin away was, but they've given the ball straight to Darragh Burns. He can shoot, great left foot. Oh, what a goal from Darragh Burns. That is a stunner on the opening night of the season. And Shells architects of their own downfall, but Burns had so much to do, and it was down to a great bit of composure, a wonderful bit of skill, and a beautiful left foot to put St. Pat's in front in the 19th minute at Talca Park.
Oh, it's a brilliant strike. Hawkins gives the ball. He does really well here. Just looks up and plays a loose ball straight to him, Darragh Burns. But he's only one thing in his mind, just to open out his body and bend it into that top corner. It's a brilliant finish from young Burns. A real talent, this boy. But he does really, he just checks back in, gets onto his left foot and bends it into the top corner. Brilliant finish.
Oh, you could look at that all evening, but not if you're a Shells fan, I know, but this is beautiful.
Yes, just that check takes Mark Coyle out again, doesn't he? He's going too quick, he checks back in and he smashes it with his left foot into the top corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. Shells have started the game really well, being the better side, but they find themselves a goal down through a wonderful strike.
Shells kind of fluffing their lines a bit. Could so easily have been in front in the first 10-15 minutes. Referee lets advantage play on. Here is Burns looking for another one. Oh.
He should have scored. He should have scored, Darragh Burns. He knows that as well. Shells all over the place at the back again, leaving themselves isolated. 3v3 this time. It's a good ball from Doyle, picks out Darragh Burns, and he just faces up the centre half, Cameron Ledwood, and he's just trying to, you see when he's trying to, again with that left foot, just trying to guide it and use the defender to bend it around into the far corner.
Give it away. Here's Mark Coyle for Shelbourne. Hawkins. J.R. Wilson. Oh!
I think the keeper's taking a little step out for the cross, because I think we all thought he was going to cross it, wouldn't he? Maybe he's seen him, J.R. Walsh, just roll into his path here from young Hawkins. Watch the keeper just take a little step to see, go back the other way. If he gets across, in fairness, and we would have had it covered, but it's a good strike from J.R. Wilson, just can't keep it down.
Coyle. Moylan, chance for him to run. Kane's cross, Carr on target. No trouble for Joseph Annan in the Pats goal, but better from Shelbourne.
Yeah, good play from Shelbourne, moiling out to Conor Kane, fizzes in the ball into that near post. He gets good connection on it, but he just lets it hit him rather than connect with the ball. Don't put your foot through it, try guide it in either corner, but just lets it hit him, Dan Carr.
Banquet over Owen Doyle's head. Dervin, Coyle, Hawkins. This is good football from Shelbourne. Dan Carr with the cross. Hawkins. Another comfortable save from Joseph Annan.
Can't keep missing these chances. Brilliant play again. It's great play in the middle of the pitch from Dervin. Great ball out wide then from Young Hawkins. Dan Carr just opposite leg, and I thought go and take it on, but he doesn't. He whips in a brilliant ball again. Hawkins arriving after his pass, does well to continue it, but he's got to put his foot through that again and just let it hit. A bit like the Dan Carr one. Don't let it hit you. Go and hit it hard. Strike it at the goalkeeper. Comfortable save as well for the goalkeeper that time.
Not his best clearance. Kane for Shelbourne. Dervin and Coyle. Oh, Coyle too short. Here comes Mark Doyle for Pats as they go in search of a second goal. Doyle! 2-0!
And again, it's a cheap giveaway ball from Shelbourne. It's a brilliant finish from Mark Doyle. He does really well. I'm sure there's a couple of Pats players that made great runs off him. He didn't use them, just used them as guides and smashed the shot with his right foot. Keeper gets a hand to it, but finds its way into the corner again. Great counter-attack from Shelbourne, or from St. Pat's. Brilliant finish again. They give the ball away cheaply here. Coyle under-hit pass to O'Driscoll, and he drives on, runners each side of him, but he doesn't want to use Owen Doyle. Keeper be a little bit disappointed. It's close to him, maybe, is the only thing. We'll see it here. He picks it up really well. Shells again give the ball away cheaply. Gets across the Shells defenders. It's really close, and it's the only thing. He goes down and gets a strong hand at it and just can't turn it around the corner. Yeah, but it's a good finish from Doyle. He's been good as well. You know, since the start of the game, he's coming off that left-hand side. We said that he does come in and score goals. This time he hits it well. Keeper should do better for me. Stronger hand. It finds its way in the corner. Long way back for Shells now.
Billy King, what a game he's had. He's going to have a goal! Lewis Webb couldn't do anything about that.
Oh, it's brilliant play, Billy King. Like I said, he's been really good all night, but that time he just had one thing in his mind: cut across the ball and strike through it. It's a brilliant strike. Keeper's beating all end up, smashes off the post. Great strike from Billy King.
Moylan, first touch just takes him away from Lennon. Moylan still going. Good feet again. Referee plays advantage. No, it was J.R. Wilson. There's no penalty. Referee was in a perfect position to see what exactly happened here. Moylan's hurt.
Yeah, Breslin looked a little bit coy when he looked back at the referee. Didn't he? I'd like to see it again. Here we see it's good play again. Moylan. J.R. Wilson just trying to float into the back post. Oh, it's a handball. His hand's his way, and that was a handball. You see here, he just looking to play across. His hand out. It's him on the hand.
This could be interesting. Moylan is in front of Scott. All about the first touch and the second. Oh!
He could have had a hat-trick tonight, Moylan. He's been really good. The only thing missing from the young man is that finish, and he does everything right here. You know, you can say he maybe squared a brilliant ball. Marlon O'Driscoll picks him out, and he just gets his head to it, pops it down, and thinks, I'm going to have a strike at the back post, and rightly so. And he actually side foots it nearly, across the ball, and he's just trying to guide into that top corner. He's very unlucky, but great play from Shells again. Brilliant ball, Marlon O'Driscoll.
Forrester. Oh, he's having a go. Oh, and Webb saved it this time.
It's been different class in the second half. Christopher Forrester on the ball, has picked his range of pass, and that time he just thinks, you see him open his body up and think, I'll get a strike away here, and he does a wonderful strike. Good save the goalkeeper, gets another strong hand that tips over there. Good height for him.
Redmond's touch. And Forrester, that's headed off the line, I think, by Luke Byrne. And Webb has to tip it over. St. Pat's pushing again, looking for the goal that would put it beyond doubt at this late stage. More seconds wasted, looking for a touch on the near post was Owen Doyle. Oh, I don't know how that stayed out of the back of the net.
I don't know how he got across from that angle, Owen Doyle, like you say, but it could have went in off anybody. Ricochet and fell to the right for a player, but Shells to clear it. Owen Doyle did really well to get that across goal.
There it is, Pat.
Just watching here, Owen Doyle just drops from him, he just pulls it across the goal, and again, as a Luke Byrne on the line, just clears it.
Forrester, an exhibition of passing from him. Mark Doyle goes on the outside. J.R. Wilson there with him. There's the third goal. McClelland. It's been and is a very happy return to Talca Park for St. Pat's. 3 goals, 3 points. They've deserved every one of them.
Yeah, what a touch again from Forrester in midfield. Like you say, class, a little bit of skill on pass, and a great run from. Here we see he just picks out a pass to Mark Doyle. Brilliant first touch, and just puts the ball into dangerous area. You see here, put it into dangerous area as a wide player. McClelland coming in off the other line, comes across. Doyle does really well, puts him into a real dangerous area. McClelland comes across, gets across his full back, sticks it home with his left foot. Game over. It's game probably been over for a while.
Congratulations, Tim. Last week you played really well, didn't get the President's Cup. Doesn't really matter, you started tonight like a train, really. I mean, 3-0, super result.
Yeah, I think, listen, there's very little in the game, Tony, first half, and Darragh Burns picks up a very good area when we're out of possession. Stuff that we've been working on with the wide players is to just pick up areas that can affect the game when we don't have the ball, and listen, that's the part of the game that you can't really coach, and players just have it, and Darragh cuts inside and buries one from 20 yards or 25 yards, and it gets us a foothold in the game, which we were able to build on second half.
I guess, though, we spoke last week about how Mark Doyle can learn from Owen Doyle. Maybe his goal tonight showed already he's learning.
Yeah, listen, he had a very similar chance last week in the game against Shamrock Rovers, where he's nicked it on the other side again. A similar position to Darragh, and he's gone in on goal last week, and he probably snatched at it. He showed a little bit more composure this week, had the extra touch, and listen, we were delighted for him to get that goal, and it gave us a little bit of a breather then.
Composure is the word, isn't it? And Chris Forrester, who's the SSE Electricity Player of the Match, had that in spades again.
Yeah, and he's got the quality to match any player in this league, and many leagues will be perceived to be higher than this level. And Chrissy's had a great pre-season, and you can see in the last week, the President's Cup, he was very good. But tonight, I thought he controlled it and controlled the game. And you can see for the third goal, he takes the ball down under pressure, slides it out to Mark Doyle, and Jay comes on from the opposite side again. Something that we're working on, where we want the wingers to fill the box when it goes to the other side, and he gets a great third goal for us.
Damien, can you sum up your thoughts after your first managerial bow, as they say?
I'm glad it's out of the way now, Tony, and we can move on with the rest of the season. Listen, the lads are devastating there. Pats have won the game just on transition, counter-attack football. It's what we warned them about. When they actually had the ball, we never really felt threatened. I know the back line, the team didn't, so it was our mistakes really. With the ball, I couldn't ask any more of them. I think we created a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities, whether the goal's offside or not, and I think on a different night it's a different story.
We've seen tonight that Jack Moylan certainly has all the makings.
Yeah, listen, he catches the eye. He's a great boy. He's such hunger, desire, along with the rest of the squad. Him, along with a lot of the guys. Listen, they were brilliant. Just disappointed we couldn't, take any opportunities or chances, or getting up the top end of the pitch. I think we thought we created an awful lot. Listen, disappointed, gutted for the boys, got to put so much into it, but we roll on next Friday.
Thanks, Damien.
Cheers, Tony.